The pandemic is raging. We have the Delta variant. We're getting some positive tests all over the place, and some Olympic teams are dealing with COVID. We have some MLB players dealing with COVID. Some movie sets are dealing with COVID. I think they had to pause the filming of a show or a movie because of COVID. And the New York Yankees are dealing with COVID. You like that? You like that transition there? So the Yankees are my first, in our hot or not segment, they're my first not. Even though they took 2 out of 3 from the Boston Red Sox this weekend, I put them in my not category because they're dealing with their second COVID outbreak of the year, and it has infiltrated some of their top flight players. Aaron Judge, Jonathan Loaiziga, who, by the way, I just uploaded a video up on Bodega Baseball based on an interview I did with him at Yankee Stadium. So go check that out. Giovanni Urshela, our ace, Nestor Cortez, just kidding, he's not our ace, but he's been doing really good, among others. And now you have guys like Luke Voit on the IL, Tim LeCastro on the IL. I think Lamar just landed on the IL as well. And then you have guys like Alex Verdugo, who gets hit in the back by a baseball, which is thrown by a fan. So the Yankees, after blowing one of the worst saves ever pre-All-Star break, they are now dealing with a COVID outbreak, another IL situation, and obnoxious fans throwing balls on the field. So in my book, the Yankees are not hot.
Philly status, man. And about that fan that threw the ball, Manny, what do you think about him being banned lifetime ban from all 30 MLB ball clubs?
I think that it's so I'm going to just give you my answer and then Tarantino go backwards and tell you why. I think it's kind of silly. I don't know how you could possibly ban somebody for life from all 30 ballparks. And I also, based on what I've been seeing, it looks like I think it's Brandon Cuddy. I think he writes for the Daily News. I can't remember. Maybe MLB.com. I don't know. I think one of the fans sitting near the kid called him and told him that it was an accident. He didn't mean to throw it, and he didn't mean to hit Alex Verdugo when he threw the ball back. And then some videos popped up on social media showing the kid who threw it, and he looked like scared, right?
Like frightened. Yeah, that's why.
Like, yeah. So man. I kind of like I could see how a mistake like that gets made, but then at the same time, like, baseball field is huge, man. How of the entire field, how did you hit Alex Verdugo, man? Like, come on.
You know, I didn't see what the guy looked like. I just saw the angle, that video that they panned from like the people on the field, and they show the fan, and he looks kind of frightened. He's the only one like sitting down, not really like making any movements. And it just looked like a guy that made a mistake. I think even Alex Verdugo, like the way that Alex Verdugo communicates to fans and the way that he is like on and off the field, I think even he would say that a lifetime ban from all 30 ball clubs is probably a little excessive. And the guy looks like, I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, this guy definitely got hammered and got enticed to throw it. And Alex Verdugo was right there, and it just all happened so fast. But I think maybe like a ban for the rest of the year would be good. Maybe like an apology, maybe plaster the guy's face everywhere and embarrass him a little bit. But a lifetime ban in all 30 ball clubs, I don't know, Manny.
I think it was because Verdugo threw the ball into the stands for a fan, and another fan wound up getting the ball, and he was enticed by other Yankees fans to throw it back. And then he threw it back, probably, not a good thrower, and it just so happened to hit Verdugo. We've had those moments where, like, there's times where I have a pencil and there's a cup across the room, and I'm trying to throw the pencil in the cup, and there's no chance that it's going to happen. Sometimes it hits. Sometimes I make it. And I think it was just one of those things where I don't think he was trying to hit Verdugo, but it was like manifest destiny. It happened. It was like when Giancarlo Stanton got hit by the guy who threw a ball in Fenway from the Green Monster. I don't think that guy was trying to hit Stanton. I think it was just like a chance thing. You know what I mean?
And there's no way he intentionally. That was a deep throw. If anything, I know Stanton tipped off he did like one of those, whatever. But even if like I could see it being an accident. I mean, it's not like the fan had any rosin or sunscreen or anything to grip those baseballs, right?
Well done, man.
Let's let's move on, Manny. How about that?
Let's move on.